Good morning, people, and welcome back to my channel. It's China Doll here. So it's Debarkation day, so we're currently waiting in this queue over here to get off the ship and then go to the rideshare area so we can Uber to the Brightline station to take the train from Miami to Orlando. So first time going on the train, so I'm really excited to try it. Okay, so we just got dropped off by the Uber to the Brightline station in Miami. It was a quick ride, like 10 minutes from the port. I'm here super early because I thought that the process getting off the ship was gonna take long, but it only took like 30 minutes. So now I have like 2 hours till my train leaves. But I was going on earlier than me. Okay guys, so this is the entrance for the Brightline station. Since I have a lot of time till I got aboard, I wanted to show you guys around because I've never been here before, so it's interesting. So these are the hours for it. Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. I mean 11:50, and then Saturdays 8 to 12, and then Sundays 9 to 11:45. And then when you first go inside, toward the right is Joe the Juice, so you can get coffee and pastries over here. And then they have a board on the left which can show you the times for departures and arrivals. I bought my ticket online, so I have my boarding pass on the app, but you can purchase tickets here too. But these are the different times for departures and arrivals. And then it has the 305 area code because of course we're in Miami. And then over here is their guest services, baggage drop off. And then the second level is where you can go to board the trains and a lounge area. So I'm gonna take this escalator and go up to the second level right now. So you can see the sign in front of us is to go to the Brightline lounge. There's a food hall, but it's not open right now. They have a Brightline bar marketplace, and then obviously to the trains. So if you guys have the Brightline app on your phone, you can access the tickets faster. So like this, it's really simple. They just have to scan this real quick and you get right in. So after you go through security and you scan your ticket, you come into this lounge. And the cool thing about these lounges, they have outlets everywhere, so you can charge while you're sitting waiting to board the train. So I'm gonna show you around a little bit here. They do have a bar called Mary. So if you want to grab some drinks, you can right here. It's in the middle area. Let's see what else they have over here. Then they have a marketplace on to the right. So if you want to get some quick grab and go stuff or do a little bit of shopping, you can right here at the marketplace. Miami. And then they have the restrooms here on toward the left. And if you bring a water bottle like I do, because I carry it every time I travel, they have a water refill station right over here. If you did purchase the ticket for the premium lounge, you can enter right in here. So if you do have it, you get to have some complimentary snacks and drinks in the premium lounge. All right, so ready to board. Trying to find coach 2 on seat 4D. First time taking this train, so let's go. So here on the train, you can store your luggage up there, and then you can order food and drinks by scanning this QR code. They also have charging outlets underneath if you need to charge your devices like your phone, computer. They have a little table here. And this is the view of taking the train. We're leaving Miami, but it does do a couple stops to Boca Raton, West Palm Beach, and then to Orlando. So it's about a 3-hour train ride, but there's lots of seats available. So once the train takes off and there's like any empty seats around you, you're allowed to move. So like I like to have the whole row to myself. I was gonna take a nap because I had to get up early, disembark from my cruise. So I've been up to 6 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed late last night since we were watching the show and drinking and stuff. So yeah, I'm really exhausted. But this train ride has been so convenient. So as soon as they say of the overhead what train station you had to go to, you went on, and then within like 5 minutes we were already leaving. It's really easy to find because there's signs all over, like which cabin you have to go, which seat you have to go into. So it's very convenient. It has free Wi-Fi on here, so it's nice. So it's really, for me, it's convenient because you save time. You'll deal with no traffic. You don't have to worry about getting gas. You don't have to worry about anything like tolls, whatever. So for me, it's convenient. To relax, you don't have to be car free. So.
Flight. Exit the station and follow signs to terminals A, B, and C. Thank you for riding Brightline. We look forward to seeing you aboard again soon. Llegaremos a Orlando en breve, que es nuestra última parada. Por favor, recoja sus pertenencias.
Okay guys, so just got back home from my cruise and I just want to go over like my thoughts, my reviews about everything, so it might help you guys if you guys are planning to go on a Virgin Voyages cruise or, you know, curious about it. So let's start from the beginning of the trip. So embarkation day, which was Friday. Oh, actually before I start that, it's a 5-night 6-day cruise on the Valiant Lady. So there's three Virgin Voyages cruise. There's the Scarlet Lady, which came out in 2021, then the Valiant Lady, which is 2022, and the Resilient, which came out last year in 2023. There is a new one coming next year. I forgot the name of that ship. They were talking about it and I already forgot the name of it. I think that was the Brilliant. But the one I was on is the Valiant Lady. And so Friday on embarkation day, so on the app, if you download the Virgin Voyages app, you can pick a time slot to when you want to board. And since I did it so late, close to the date of the cruise, I had to get the latest time. So 4:30 was my boarding time. But when I got there around 3 o'clock, they were letting us on, which is a good thing because I didn't have to wait an hour and a half to get on the ship. So that was nice. Also, before you're on a ship, on the app, make sure you fill out all the stuff, the steps, like the health paperwork, and basically they ask you to upload your picture. They ask you, you have to put your credit card on file, like just fill. It's really simple, step by step, what you have to fill out. So that way, when you get to to get your band, you don't have to wait that long. It's just really, really easy. So speaking of the band, this is a bracelet that they will give you. If you're in the Rockstar Suite, they give you a black one. But if you are in either the inside cabin, the window cabin, or the balcony, they give you a red bracelet that looks like this. So once they wrap it around, this part is basically what you would use for your room key. You can do charges on it. So make sure you don't lose this. And then once you get onto the ship, it's really easy to do everything. Also, if you're with somebody in the cabin, they do have an option where one person can have everything like charged on it. Like so for example, between me and Mao, on his account, everything is charged on his card. But he did have a bar tab on it. I think it was like $400, which we don't even drink that much, so it was kind of hard to use it all up. But you can use it on other stuff too, even non-alcoholic drinks. And good thing is the room was ready early, which was nice. So once we boarded the ship, I was able to put like my suitcase down, my bags, and then go grab something to eat. So what's on this ship is that's different compared to other cruise lines like Disney and Royal is that they don't have a buffet. And all the restaurants, like the sit-down restaurants, you do have to make reservations for. And you're only allowed to make one of the restaurants once per night. So for example, if you wanted to do the Wake, which is the steak restaurant, twice in the same week, you can't do it. They won't allow it. So, and then, but if you want something like quick, like a quick service stuff, you can go to the galley on the deck 7 and they will serve it to you. So like, let's say you want to go to the burger bar, they have a taco bar, they got the ramen bar, they can do soups and salads. And they also have a diner, so you can get hot dogs, they have a pizza spot. So there's so many different food options. and I love that. Like I love their food. The food quality is really good too, and you don't really wait long in lines. So, Friday night for a reservation dinner, I chose Gombe. Gombe is a Korean barbecue place, but they seat you with other people. So like we were in a group with 6 other people at our table, and you can choose whatever small bites you want. And then when it came to the Korean barbecue part, the server, she will cook it for you. But the only meat that I liked the most was the short rib. Everything else was okay. But in the beginning, before the food came out, it was fun because she did like this game where you have to count certain numbers, and if you don't land on the right number and clap on the right number, you have to take a shot. So, and they would always say Gombe, Gombe. So it was like a fun thing to do before the food came. Then Saturday was a day at sea. So days at sea is kind of, for me personally, is just a little boring because I want to explore. I mean, you can do some stuff, like if you go on the app, it'll tell you what activities they have throughout the day. But Saturday, I just pretty much just chill in the hot tub, and that was pretty much it. And then dinner, we had reservations at the Wake, which was a steak restaurant. But I mean, everything was alright. Like I had the filet, but I don't know, I was expecting more out of that restaurant. Then Sunday was our day in Dominican Republic at Puerto Plata, and we had excursion booked. So you had to be there 15 minutes early before your excursion, and we did a zip lining tour. So once we met up with the tour guide and all the other people in our group, they took us on a little like shuttle bus or whatever you call it, and it was maybe about 40-minute drive or so, 40 minutes an hour to get to the top. We went to the countryside to go on the top of the hill. And then we did 4 zip lines, and the weather was nice at first. It was nice and sunny. It was perfect for our zip line. But then it started to get rainy and cloudy toward the end of the day. And we hung on the beach, and it does include lunch, which they give you chicken, rice, salad, and a drink. And then they take you back to Tano Bay, which is Virgin Voyages port in Puerto Plata. So I just walked around, looked at the stores, then I hung out the lazy river and the pool area for a little bit, and then came back because it started pouring even harder. And then, even though I was already wet, of course, because I was in my bathing suit, but it's like, I was pretty much ready to go. So then that night when we got back on the ship, we did Pink Agave, which is their Mexican restaurant. The chicken I didn't really care for, but everything else was pretty good. And the chocolate taco, that dessert was the best. You should definitely get it if you go to Pink Agave. I also like the ice cream parlor on this Deck 7 because they had like these different flavor cones. Like they had a red velvet cone, a chocolate cone, and some of the ice cream flavors were interesting. Like the key lime pie ice cream was my favorite. The pistachio was my favorite. And I like how most of the food places are open late. So you're up late and you're craving something, you're hungry, you get the munchies, whatever. Most places are closed at like 10, midnight, and then the diners open 24/7, which is nice. So you're always guaranteed to get something to eat no matter what time of the day or night it is. So what's included in this ship is you get regular coffee, the tea, the soda machine is included. But if you want like the specialty coffee, like say you want an espresso or a latte or whatever, that's an extra charge. A cool thing about this ship is that they do have free Wi-Fi, but if you want like the faster Wi-Fi, like the premium Wi-Fi, that's $40 a day. But the basic one worked fine. All I use it to scroll on social media and check emails or texts or whatever. So, then Monday was a day at sea. So I did some stuff on the ship, which was a scavenger hunt. And then dinner. Oh, this was my favorite restaurant. The Razzle Dazzle was my favorite restaurant because everything I liked. From my appetizer, which was the chicken wings, you guys should definitely order that. It was crispy, it was hot, it was delicious. And then my lamb shank was good for my main entree, and then the dessert, the rum cake, was the best. Then Tuesday was Bimini, which is their private island in their Bahamas, and they said it's about 50 miles from Miami. So we take the shuttle to their beach club and get there early. I know I said this a million times, but trust me when I say this. If you want it to be nice and empty and quiet, go there right when it opened. I got there like 8:30. It opened at 8, but I got there around 8:30, and I got a spot where I wanted to sit on the bed. It was quiet. It didn't get crowded until around 11, 12, and then they served the lunch too. So everything on the lunch menu was great except the snapper. I didn't like the snapper. So I spent about 4 hours in there, and it was nice. It was beautiful. You can get drinks. Then let's talk about I can never say this word right. Embarkation day. So on Wednesday, it was very easy. The same thing how you choose a time to board a ship, you gotta choose a time when you want to get off the ship. So you can choose any time between 7:30 a.m. The latest is 10:30. So I chose the early one because I wanted to come back home, you know. So I did the earliest one at 7:30. Got up early, took a shower, had breakfast, and then was on deck 7 where we had to leave by 7 a.m. And there was already a long line at 7 o'clock, 30 minutes before I could even board. But the process went by really quickly. It took like 30 minutes and I was out. And then when you go, they scan your face on this machine and done. And then calling an Uber or Lyft was easy too. From the port to the Brightline train station was only a 10-minute ride. In the room, I didn't want to talk about, I love the convenience of having that tablet because it does everything for you. You don't have to get up. Like, it literally opens and closes the blinds. It turns the TV. It adjusts the room temperature. You can ask for ice. You can get clean towels. Whatever you need, you press it in the button. And another thing, even on the app. So on the Virgin Voice app and the tablet, it does the same thing. So each one device you use, you can do the same stuff. And then if you have any questions or concern, you can go to Sailor Services either in person or on the app or on the tablet. Because, I mean, not on the tablet, on the phone. So on deck 6, where next to Pinkagavi, they have their guest services, which they call Sailor Services. Anything you need help, you can go there. Or you can just text them on the app. It's so convenient. Like, I had a question about like how much is left on my bar tab. They'll answer you immediately. Or you're gonna laugh at the story. I gotta tell you what else I use Sailor Services, which is a guest service for. So one day I forgot my band, which is this, because my wrist is super tiny. So this bracelet falls off very easily. And I forgot it in the room one day. So I went to go get something to eat. I came back. I couldn't get back in the room. I texted them on the app. I was like, hey, I'm at room so-and-so. I forgot my band. I can't get back in the room. Can you please send something in? And then housekeeping came, opened the door. Or if you had or one day I wanted some clean towels. I like to use clean towels every day when I shower. So I pressed the button and they immediately, everything there. The staff on the ship is so friendly. They're very helpful, from housekeeping to guest services to the servers at the restaurant. Like, everybody is super nice. And it was interesting, like, talking to each person at each department because, you know, I'm very friendly. I'm social. I'm like a social butterfly. I talk to people. So, like, for example, I was talking to the girl at the ice cream parlor. Getting to know her, and she's like, oh, she's from Thailand. And it's interesting how when they work on the ship, they gotta be there for like 6 months, and then they get 2 months off. And then the girl, Sol, at my server at the kitchen, the test kitchen, was from Portugal. And it was interesting how she told about her country, how you can get around the whole place in like 8 hours. So it was nice talking to everybody that worked on the ship. One thing I do wish that Virgin did that compared to other cruise lines I've done, like, you know how Royal and Disney cruise lines, when you come back to the room, they make these little cute towel animals. I know it's not a big deal, but I'm so used to that on other cruise lines. So when I came on this one, I miss seeing that when I come back to the room. So I wish they did that. So like I said, the only two differences between this compared to other cruise lines is that they don't do the towel animals, they don't have a buffet, and that's pretty much it. And I like the fact that it is an adults only. So if you want a kid-free cruise, this is the one for you. Let me talk about entertainment real quick. So some of the shows was alright. I'll be honest with you, it's not the best. The only one I really liked a lot that was fun was the dancing. Around the World with a Diva. That was really funny. And then the dance show. Those two I really liked, but all the other stuff I saw was alright. It wasn't the best entertainment shows. Like the
Dual Reality was alright, and then the circus one was alright. I can't remember what else I saw. But yeah, so I hope. Oh, I know you guys want to ask me how much was the cruise. So the prices of the cruise depends on when you book it. The earlier you do it, the cheaper it will be. So keep that in mind when you're booking this. And my balcony room was worth it to me. I like being able to see out, see from my room, have a cup of coffee, lay in the hammock. So I feel like, and I like how spacious and clean it was. Great. So I hope you guys enjoy this series, cruise series with me on the Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady. Let me know in the comments, have you been on it or are you planning to? I would like to hear your thoughts and comments. If you have any other questions about the cruise, I hope probably answered everything in this review. But if you do have something that I didn't say already, let me know and I'll try to answer it for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. See you next adventure. Bye!